Hey, look at right here. Look at that. Sweet. Look at that.
Yeah, a little strawberry.
Delicious.
You know, I was kind of hungry there, you know.
I'm sorry I didn't share with you, you know what I mean? I should have gave you half.
Today I'm doing a video here down in Atlanta, Georgia. Just visiting my family. And we're here at the Ministry's Garden, helping out my father and his channel. He's doing a little video over there. I'm actually flying the drone right now. I'm waiting for it to land. Coming here any second. So I'm looking for my drone up there. I can't find the drone. It's doing its landing. You can see it right there. I hear it. Should be coming back here any moment. Wherever it is. Oh, there it is. I hear it. Gonna come. Let me back up. So it's pretty cool. I really like this drone. No, I could have got the smaller one, but I figured that with the extra battery life, I don't have to worry about buying so many batteries for my drone. So, all right. So what you got here? What project you got going on?
So, what I'm doing here, besides I already told you, right? We harvested so much kale, so much collard greens, and we harvested some romaine lettuce down there, and we were able to distribute them for Thanksgiving, along with a whole bunch of boxes that we gave out and a turkey, and we incorporated, you know, the greens there to go along with that. So to bless others for a nice Thanksgiving.
What are these right here?
These are Georgia collards.
So all right. So these only. This is more species of.
Yeah, there's a lot of different types of collards and stuff, but these ones right here, Georgia collards. So we grow these every year because we having success. So whatever we grow that grows good in our garden, we kind of keep it going. This is our fall garden now. We already went through our summer garden, so now this is our fall garden, and so we just put down some collard greens and some kale, so romaine lettuce, because that's, you know.
Can you give me a purpose? Why you do this garden?
The reason we do this garden is to help give food to the community, people that come to our church, our congregation. A lot of people there that come to church, we're able to, you know, donate a lot of this food to them, and also a lot of our foods that we've been given from this garden been going to the food co-op downtown Atlanta, and it's just been able to incorporate that food with other food and other gardeners that grow food and donate to the food co-ops. And it's just a blessing. It makes you feel good that you come out here, put in a couple hours of work each week, and able to grow food to help others.
Yeah, that's great. You know, especially it's also the health factor into it. You know,
definitely.
It's not just about giving food back to, you know, they could have easily just went and bought some, you know, healthy food and give it out.
This is organic, you know what I mean? It's just fresh, right fresh from the garden, and you know, it's not sitting around, just fresh from the garden. It's nothing like when you taste something straight. You eat a tomato from the store, eat a fruit from the store, or some vegetables right out of the garden, you can definitely tell the difference, and it's much healthier for you.
Yeah, I think I remember when you had that yellow tomatoes.
Yeah,
I always think about that tomato.
Yeah, those are lemon boys.
Yeah, because all you gotta do, people, you just had to put a little bit of pepper or sprinkle a little bit of salt or whatever, or you can eat it straight up. And every time I come back, I was like, that orange tomato. I don't know if you get there in season, right? They're
not right now, not right now, because but I grow them every spring. Come spring, those will be right back inside my garden.
Yeah, everything looks healthy, you know.
Yeah, but hey, there's nothing like doing this type of work, man. You know what I mean? To work with other gardeners and stuff like that, and see what the people that work in this garden, the level of care and work that they do to make sure that this food grows right and that we're able to harvest it. Everything that we grow, it goes into somebody's tummy, you know what I mean? Everything that we grow, we make sure that it's packaged. After we pick these vegetables, we bring them into our cafeteria, in our kitchen area, not the cafeteria, but the kitchen area of our church, and everything is washed real nice, and it's packaged, and it's ready to be given to somebody else the next day.
Yeah.
A lot of people in our church, they'll sign up. They'll sign up, hey, listen, I could use this and this and that, and if we have it, then we make sure that they can pick it up, or we will deliver it also, because there's a lot of elderly people in our church that don't get around anymore and stuff like that. So we're able to bring this food in to help them.
What do you guys do with the scraps?
We compost it.
So you guys compost?
Yeah, everything goes, whatever we don't.
That's compost over there, right?
Yeah.
So how would you grade? I mean, who built this? You built this?
Yeah, I built this, but however, it's you know, right now we're not producing enough to have a big compost pile. But let me get the pitchfork here so I can kind of give you an idea of underneath here. If you can see underneath here, we're gonna see if I can get some of this seed. Like down here, this stuff here was just thrown in here recently when we started taking down our fall garden. But down here, see, if you can see down here, let me get some of the stuff here. See? If you look at the stuff here, right? Look at that. This stuff here was that, you know, a few months back.
Yeah.
Was that a few months back. And now here, you have some compost that is, you can add to your plants and all that. And the benefit of your plants, this stuff getting into the roots, the plants will have something to eat off of. And just look at that. Can you imagine that? From that to that in a few months.
So that was just all eggshells and scraps.
Scraps, everything. We get eggshells and all that from the kitchen area. We throw them over here. But also a lot of the stuff here, it's just, you know, tomatoes, peppers, and all that stuff that the plants. And we'll just put them there, and as it breaks down, it'll all go down to the bottom, and then we'll just move this over, and we're able to harvest the little bit of compost that we're getting at this time. And a lot of that little compost that we got at this time here, not a lot, but it's better than nothing, right?
Yeah, yeah. So you stress the point of compost, because where I'm at in the city, people, you know, they live a fast lifestyle. They don't got compost in the backyard the majority of the time.
And a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people take scraps and just throw them into the trash. And even if you don't got it, maybe you have some flowers in your flower bed out. You know, it's because a lot of city dwellers, they don't garden like a normal person out in the country or whatever. They don't want to put it down, because a lot of city people have a backyard. And
yeah, I've seen some amazing gardens.
Yeah. But a lot of people don't know that you could take the greens and all the leftover stuff that you have and throw it into a pile, and you could put it off into a corner in your yard, off-site, whatever, or put a bush around it to make it look pretty there, and behind it you got compost rotting out, and that is just so beneficial for your plants. And then you don't have to go to the store and buy any fertilizer and stuff like that. You can use your compost.
I've been around, walked so many houses, and I've seen bags of, you know, dirt. It's like you can make your own dirt.
You can make your own dirt. Make your own dirt. All you got to do is just anything that's alive, green, that's dead now, that you can put that back into the ground, and you just let it sit there, and it'll break down over time.
All right, so we're here at the ministry garden, and we're just talking gardening. So how long has this garden been here? Has it been here ever since you joined the ministry garden? Oh, you joined the church.
Yeah, well, they were gardening here before I started. The guys were, they had the garden going. But, at the beginning, before I came here, they had this garden. Funny story. They had this, they built the garden, grew all kinds of food, and then the deers came and ate everything up.
So it wasn't fenced? It wasn't
fenced off. They didn't fence it off, and we have a herd of deers that'll walk this that tree line right there, and they pass through here all the time. And ever since we put this fence up, this fence is, I think it's like what? I think it's like only 4 feet. I'm pretty sure if a deer wanted to,
they could jump right over.
They could make a run and jump over this fence with no problem.
Yeah.
But we haven't had one problem ever since we put it up, and it's been a success.
So what do you got going on here?
So right now, what I got going on here is I'm just taking a shortcut. You know what I mean? Weeding is a big.
What do you mean by weeding?
Weeding, like we get a lot of weeds and stuff and grass and all that stuff that'll grow up between here, and we're constantly weeding. And what's happening is that there's only a small group of us. You know what I mean? We got like dedicated, maybe about 8. We have maybe about 12, 13 people, but dedicated, probably 6 or 7, 8 of us. So weeding does become a problem because, who likes to weed? Especially these weeds here, they get, in this grass, it gets really hard to get up. So what we do here is we put some preem. We'll put some preem down in there and stuff, organic stuff, and it'll help when, we really get at it again. Helps kill all this stuff up here. But what I want to recommend is I decided to put some cardboard over here, this area here we're not using right now. So I'm putting cardboard down, I'm putting these pallets down, and it'll smother out that grass, kill that grass. So come spring when we're ready to go again, all we have to do is pull that up, and all that'll be dead down there, and then we can just re-nourish the soil that's there and plant again there. One thing I noticed,
Georgia is what, big with the clay foundation?
Yeah, so this soil down here is clay, sandy clay, and it's this stuff in the summertime. If you don't,
you dig like a 3 foot?
No, like right now over here, we mainly just build up, so we're making mounds, and so that's how we're gardening here. But even though this looks red, right? Even though this looks red, it has we put a lot into it.
Yeah.
But still, every year we just add into it, and so it's working. I mean, even though it's still a lot of clayish and stuff like that, we're look, right now this is all dry. You know what I mean? This is all dry. It needs to be. If the sprinklers haven't come on, you can see everything's nice and green. However, we put a lot of stuff in there. You know what I mean? Topsoil, a lot of compost, and cow manure, and we actually add a lot of coffee grinds. Also, we get that from Starbucks. We add a lot of coffee grinds. But this is
not general clay. Like the clay that I know is high in like CDC, like with iron and stuff, right?
Yeah, well, that has it all in there, but this is that Georgia clay, man. So it's like you have to amend the soil. If you don't amend the soil, this stuff it'll be like a brick.
Yeah.
It'll be like a brick. You get nothing to grow into it and stuff like
that.
That's
how people, in different countries that be making the houses from, right?
Yeah.
What's down here? I see that there's like some. What do you got? Red lettuce or something like that?
We changed everything up because now we went into the fall garden, right? So we got our fall garden going down here. And also we pulled out all the tomatoes, and what we have here is everything is dying back now. So we're at the very end of the season now, and we're already in our heads planning our spring garden. So we're having meetings, and we'll decide what we're gonna plant this coming year. But in our heads, we're already, going to spring. And this is kind of like the left of what we have, so we're just waiting on this stuff to finish up, and we'll harvest this stuff up. But we still have some romaine lettuce here, and all this stuff looks kind of stringy right now because we just picked the heck out of this a few last week, and we got a lot out of it. So we left a little bit of it so we can still get the photosynthesis from here and still get some stuff growing.
Is that the way that you built this barrier in the position of the plants? Is that strategic because the sun always, gets a lot of sun from here?
We never have no problems with sun here. This garden is completely hit with sun all day long and whatnot. But normally we decided to do a couple garden beds, and because you notice down there everything is hilled up, and then we have a little trellis down there that. Still needs some work.
What's up?
Well, we did a lot of cucumbers and squash that vine up, and we had that growing on that, and it was really well. We did good. It grew for the longest time. It was producing a lot of cucumbers and a lot of vine and squash. And then back here, we did. This is all strawberries. This is all strawberries. We decided this is a tower that I had built, and
I seen it. What's the concept of the milk crates?
The milk crates. It's just it'll just so that it'll hold the soil, right? And the concept is I can have it filled up with soil. Hey, look at right here. Look at, ain't that sweet? Look at that.
You have a little strawberry there?
Yeah, a little strawberry. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sense in letting it go to waste, right? Ain't no sense in letting this little strawberry go to waste. Look at that. Nice and sweet and red, right? Delicious. Yeah, a little strawberry. Strawberry was right on time.
You know, I was kind of hungry there, you know?
I'm sorry I didn't share with you, you know what I mean? I should have gave you half. So anyway, we started off, I mean, we had about maybe like 20 little plants. As you can see now, this is taking over this whole bed. So what I'm doing, and see how it runs over here?
Yeah.
Like that. So that's the logic behind the tower here, that eventually, see, yeah, a lot of them didn't make it to die because, you know, we were away from the garden a lot and it wasn't getting the water that it needs and nutrients and stuff like that. But again, I can come and I can take cuttings from there. See these roots right here? I can take that, cut this right here, stick that in there, and then that'll start growing again. But we just gotta.
That's germination is like with the seeds, but what is that process? Is that
it's propagation?
Propagation.
Yeah. So we'll take that, and also like you can take this, right, and just stick it right into the soil. Cut it off here. See right now here, these are called runners, and what's happening is these are just looking to make more plants and more plants and more plants. So you can take this and get it like a little pot, set it right there, put it right there. And when it roots, you can just cut this off and you can take off of it in your pot.
Dude, these kind of like it's not like a rhizome, is it?
No. No. These are not rhizomes. These like strawberries. You can have them for like maybe 3 years.
They do good.
By the 4th year or something like that, you want to replace them.
Strawberries do good in cooler weather, right?
Yeah, cooler weather. Come spring, we'll have a lot again.
So back where I'm at, what do you suggest? Like doing it like in the early Mays and stuff?
Yeah, do it in the spring where you're at, Boston and stuff, and they'll produce for you as long as the weather permits and stuff like that, and you'll know, the plant will let you know. But the thing about it, this is a perennial, so if it dies, it'll come back next year. Yeah, it'll just continue growing and stuff like that. So we're gonna be doing some work on this tower here to get it so that see how it's coming folding over like that. That's what we want here. And I already took a whole bunch of runners from here about a month ago, and I planted them at my garden at home, and now my whole garden bed is almost full just off of runners.
Yeah. When you make the garden for the church, right, do you specifically pick out plants that you think that is across the board, this is good vegetables, this is good fruits for people? Yeah. Well, you ain't gonna try to get peppers and be like,
no, we got peppers. Those are peppers right there. We grew a lot of bell peppers. Right now, like
no, I'm talking about like you're not gonna go get like I'm gonna grow cayenne peppers or
no. We did grow some cayenne peppers, but that's not our main stock. Like we talk to the people that we give this food to, so we have an idea of the stuff they like. So we grow eggplants, we grow peppers, we grow squash, we grow zucchinis, cucumbers. Of course, a lot of this kale and greens, they love that stuff, and so mainly we kind of stick to those things, tomatoes, stuff that we know they like. We don't just we grow some turnip greens. Also, they like that. They like because you can get the turnip on it, the root from the turnip that you can eat, and also you can eat the green on it. So they love the turnips.
Yeah, everything looks good,
So everything was kind of shabby right now. This is because we're at the end of the season. But
hey, yeah. I give it to anybody that likes to actually garden. Even if you're a person that wants to get into it and you at least gave it a crack and you did well and you grew something and it maybe died, but there are people that just never garden.
They got it. Let me tell you something. People that never garden and something, I don't like it, they'll come out and try it. There's no in-betweeners. There's no in-betweeners in gardening. I noticed that either you come out, you say, I don't want to get out there and get dirty or mess around with that. It's not for you. But for the average Joe that comes out and gardens and they do it and they see them planting the seed, and they see that seed grow, and they see when the fruit develops, and they're able to harvest that fruit, and then it's so abundance if you're growing, a lot of whatever you're growing, and you're able to harvest that to bring that into your house and feed it to your family, you get addicted. Gardening is very addictive for those that, for the average.
You got your own yard, and you basically got your own produce section.
That's right. That's me, man. I come out with my basket at the Bulls Garden. I just walk down the aisles, grabbing tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchinis, whatever it is. I don't, for a good part of, I don't buy vegetables highly. You know what I mean? Only time we buy vegetables is if it's off season, and we have to have that for a certain recipe. But other than that, man, I just grow everything in my garden.
So can we say that, what's the percentage that we will find the Bulls Garden in a produce section?
Well, if I go, I don't do much shopping. I'm not the one that normally goes to the stores and stuff like that. That's kind of my wife's thing. She likes the shopping. But you hardly won't find me down at the produce thing there, because I grow my own stuff in my own garden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Find you at the pastry section.
You could, you can find me at the pastry section for sure. For sure, there, and at the chicken stand.
Everything looks great,
It's a blessing, the garden. That way you'll find me. You'll find me 95% of the time. I'll be out in my garden. That's what I love to do. I've been doing that since I was a little kid. It just intrigues me. I could go out there and just be in La La Land, just looking at.
It's free too.
And it's free.
I mean, you pay the one time for little seeds or whatever, but if you actually, also a tip, because I know, because doing YouTube, you get tips from other YouTubers, but for a gardener, if you meet other gardeners, he could say, hey, have some of this, have some of that, and you can build a garden right there.
Oh yeah, you share knowledge.
Yeah,
you share knowledge. You go. I mean, you learn from everybody. I mean, even a beginner gardener will do something that you may never have seen. You know what I mean? It's just something that they may have learned from somebody in their family somewhere, and you say, wow, that's amazing. And then you apply that to what you do. You're always learning. I mean, like, gardening is a never ending project. You're always building on knowledge and sharing knowledge. Right now, I just got my head just thinking permaculture, and just thinking about how I want to proceed on to the next.
I swear there's a YouTuber called Permaculture.
There's a couple, yeah. I have a couple friends out there, Dance Permaculture.
That has to do with...
That's my friend, man.
Is that gardening channel?
Yeah. Gardening channel.
Yeah, shout out to all the gardening channels that, you're lucky because you have your own content. You don't have to do what I'm doing and travel into another country or something like that to get content, You walk right in your backyard, and you got all this, and you got endless content. But yeah, man, thanks for bringing me to the Ministry's Garden.
Yeah, y'all take care.